I still have the pirates first. And where do I need to find? I have the key from the buzzards. Don't know what to do with that. I would say put it in the ground there, but it doesn't fit, does it? Did I try? Is it this one? Let's just go there real quick, check it out. I probably am able to do something over there, I'm thinking. I was just probably happy that I solved the puzzle and I left real quick. Sounds like me. Creepy on. No. Oh, I'm missing something. Maybe I can do it then. Not yet. I'm thinking I need to assemble something, but maybe I'm missing one part. That could be it.
Check.
Did that. So then I guess I have to call Bess and she has to infiltrate a meeting, which she will be very happy
Can't
about.
check that off yet.
I didn't know that one.
I haven't done that.
I haven't done that.
Did that.
That I did do. These are all checked off. Yep. So I'm sorry, Bess. You're gonna have to do one more thing for me. Sucks to be my friend.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. Listen, you busy?
Why?
Just say yes, I'm
I need
busy.
you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to infiltrate the meeting of the Jolly Rogers crew that's about to be held at Rampart and Dumaine, which has got to be right near Zeke's. You're going to have to look around for it. Now, to get into the meeting, you'll need to put on that skeleton man costume you saw in the back room. And once you're in the meeting, you'll need to listen for the name that opens the meeting so you can tell me what it is, okay?
No. Beth,
No.
I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but this is really,
the combo send is gone.
important, and it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I promise.
I'm wondering if I'm saying no, she will probably do it eventually.
Absolutely, unequivocally, irrefutably, incontrovertibly, no. Which of course actually means yes, because
Told
if I
ya.
don't do this, I'll be stuck here by myself until you give up. And since we both know you will never give up, I don't suppose it would do any good to point out that the curio shop is closed.
You'll find a way in. Oh, and if anyone at the meeting asks, the password is Scuttled Bones.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit.
At least I got the password right. Let's get ready. Can go to the left. Eee, cockroaches. Ugh. I don't know the password.
Get lost.
Okay, so I have to find the password first, but how do I do that? Do I just guess? Does Bess know anything?
I still need to do that. Haven't done that yet.
I haven't done that.
Can't check that off yet.
What do I have? Oh, this. Maybe this will help. Ah! So, let me think. That sounds right. Yes. Again. Did I put it on?
What's the password?
Password? Right. Let's see. Scuttled Bones.
Better hurry, we're just about to start.
Sounds like the doctor to me.
Welcome, my fellow Jolly Rogers.
know that
We
voice.
have several pressing matters to discuss
That's the
this
doctor.
evening, so let us begin. As you may or may not have heard, certain city officials are attempting to deny us the right not only to gather in public places during the Mardi Gras season, but they have also seen fit to...
Shoot, I forgot to turn off my cell phone.
It seems we have an uninvited guest. Get him!
No, doctor, he was so nice. Oh. Why did he
Let
sound like
go.
that?
You're making a big mistake. Let go of me. Look, I'm not here to make trouble. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Can't we just talk about this? Where are you taking me? If you just let me explain.
Why, it seems our trespasser is of the female variety. Let's have a look.
That's right. You know me and I know you, Dr. Buford. And I also know that you were the one who attacked my friend over at the Beaulay Mansion today. And if you don't tell me why right now, I promise you, you are going to be in one big world of hurt.
The young lady's clearly upset about something. Clarence, take over the meeting while I try to find out why she's making all these crazy accusations.
They're not crazy and you know it.
I will tell you everything, Miss Marvin, in private.
Okay.
And he did. He told me everything, Nancy. I bluffed him into confessing. You would have been so proud of me. Oh, and before I forget, the name they chanted at the start of the meeting was Jean Lafitte.
Jean Lafitte. Great. Now, what did Dr. Buford tell you?
Okay. First off, he said that with his dying breath, Bruno Beaulay directed him to steal the painting of Henry's parents and lock it up in Henry's parents' crypt. Bruno seemed to think that way, Henry would wind up with the crystal skull instead of somebody else.
So Dr. Buford dressed up in his skeleton man costume, stole the canvas, and hid it in the crypt like Bruno asked.
That must have been when Renee saw Mr. Death.
But then, Dr. Buford had second thoughts and decided to heck with Henry. He wanted that crystal skull for himself. So this afternoon, he dressed up in his skeleton man costume again and snuck into Henry's house so he could get the key from that mini cemetery and retrieve the painting he'd left in that crypt, knowing the painting would somehow lead him to the skull.
Only I walked in on him and ruined everything.
Right. And now that we're onto him, he says he no longer wants the skull. He's embarrassed that he allowed his superstitious side to get the best of him and says whoever finds the skull is welcome to it. At least that's what Dr. Buford said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I told him you were looking for the skull.
That's all right.
Actually, I told him you were on the verge of finding it.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know, I got carried away. So if he lied to me and he really does still want the skull, then he might come after you. He left right after we talked, and I don't think he went back into that meeting. What if he's on his way over there?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Why don't you just...
Uh-oh.
Whoa, that bolt of lightning was huge. Anyway, why don't you just go relax and I'll be back at the hotel before you know it, okay? Bess? Hello? Bess, you there? Nope, she sure isn't.
And why do I get to see this stupid doll? I did not leave like that, I'm sure of it. So, what does my task list say? I'm not on the verge of finding it, am I? Oh right, that's what I have to do. What was it again? Jean Lafitte. Where is that stupid vent? Jean Lafitte. Oh. It's just an eyeball. Thought it would be the crystal skull. Oh, now what?
Check. Check.
What to do now? So all I can do is the buzzard and finding all the eyes. So I'm doing everything Henry should be doing, and he's just chilling here in his chair. Can't even tell him what's going on.
Hello again.
I can tell her this. Why?
I think I found a letter that Dr. Bollet was reading when he had his fatal heart attack. Iggy the iguana had taken it. Apparently, Dr. Bollet did have a crystal skull and believed possessing it would make him immortal. So he had it tested, and the lab sent him its findings in this letter. Read the second paragraph.
My analysis showed that the skull, while made of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman's terms, the skull is a fake.
My guess is Dr. Bollet believed in the skull so completely that when he read it was a fake, he was totally devastated, and his heart just stopped. But what I don't quite understand is, why did you tell me you didn't know about the crystal skull when this letter indicates you did?
All right. Dr. Bollet told me about the skull. As you said, he believed with all his might owning that skull was the reason he was still going strong at 95. I lied to you because, well, for one thing, Dr. Bollet swore me to secrecy. And for another, he kept the skull hidden. And up until just this minute, I wanted to be the one who found it.
Do you have any idea where it is?
Do you have any idea where the skull's hidden?
None whatsoever. Oh my,
Now what's in that
this
little
makes
pocket
me
then?
feel just terrible. You see, getting the skull tested was my idea. When Dr. Bollet told me about it, I was skeptical and that troubled him. So I helped him find a private laboratory where we could take it so any and all doubts would be dispelled once and for all. I certainly did not anticipate that the truth would result in his keeling over and dying like that. Well, now that I too know that the skull's a fake, I can stop fretting over its whereabouts. In fact, I should probably thank you and Iggy for setting me straight.
Nice talking to you.
Take care, hon.
No, I don't buy it. No. She's not telling the truth. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. This is the key the buzzard's dropped. But I can't do anything with it, can I? Oh, wait a minute. Oh. So that's 4 more. That's what the key is for. I was just clicking around for funds. By accident I found these eyeballs. But better by accident than not at all. So that's 4 more. How many do I have? 25. I don't know how much I need. Let's go check. Music is getting stronger. That means I'm close to probably getting hurt or something. Because Nancy always gets into trouble. Let's see. I have all of them, don't I? So why can't I leave them in? Oh, it's a puzzle. Well, I don't know which way they need to look. Need to figure out what to do with them. Turn each one in a certain direction, maybe. Yeah, I thought of that too. That's not really helpful.
Check. Check.
So I've checked up everything, really? Everything? Okay. Observations. Bess really came through when it came to infiltrating the Jolly Roger meeting. She found out that the name they opened the meetings with the Sean Lafitte. To admit that he was the skeleton man I saw. He claims he neither has nor wants Bruno's crystal skull, not anymore at least. But is he telling the truth? That's always the big question. Most of the time they are not. Close. No. Is it maybe in that book? Where is it? The pirates did not do this. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 16. I'm thinking that these numbers are the clue, or I need to do something with those. Long live this octopus. No, this is because there's an octopus on this one. There's an octopus here. So it's this puzzle for sure. Yep. Honey, I'm back. Please help me.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Ned.
What's going on?
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper Renee is still here despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well. That's true. Sold off some things, yep. Was apparently best friend. Bad iguana. That it caused him to have a heart attack. Lost my hand. Feel like giving me a hint.
Feel like giving me a hint?
It'd be my pleasure.
But now what?
I've got all 25 of Bruno's glass eyes. But now what?
Okay. My guess is once all the eyes are in that grid in Bruno's hidden study, you need to turn each one in a specific direction. Like up, down, east, west, like that. So try looking in the short storybook Bruno wrote. Look for words within and between words and apply them to the eyes the same way you read. Left to right and top to bottom. Just don't expect the story you find them in to make a lot of sense.
That's no help at all. I already knew that. Look for words within and between words. And apply them to the eyes the same way you read. Left to right and top to bottom.
Thanks for your help.
Not a problem. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so I can figure this out. So each eye, I have to turn each eye. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this page. So I'm thinking because Ned said look between the words. I'm trying to see if I can find anything. I'm thinking yes. S, south. South. West. South. East. So I wrote it down in a little list. I can show you what I came up with. This. You can see it in the top of my screen over here. That is what I think should be the solution. So, south, west, south, east, left, down, down, up, down, east, east, left, east, down, 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 left, north, west, right, left, down, right, left. Yes, I did it! This is spooky. What's this? What is that? And the letter. Oh, this is why I need the creepy arm. I have to put it onto something. Oh, the eyeball. Now let's get rid of my schedule because that will become annoying later on. So let's see, what do we have to do? We have to use the creepy arm with some sort of sphere and put the eyeball in it, and I'm thinking I need to go to the mausoleum. So let's just go there. What a creepy dummy. I'm thinking I'm gonna find the crystal skull, the real one. And I'm thinking that whoever did it, because I'm very close, will come and attack me. So probably the crystal skull. I will find it there or something like that. Because I have a feeling this is the end almost. Do I need to put this in? Yes. And then the arm. A robot arm apparently. And the big creepy eyeball. So let's see what will happen. This has to be the end. Down we go. There it is! I found it! Oh, this is definitely a trap. I knew it. There she is,
Nancy,
I told you.
That you in there? Goodness sakes, gal, what on earth have you gone and done?
The lid's closing and I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll pull you up. Toss what you're holding up here, then give me your hands. Come on, you best hurry.
No,
Here
no.
it comes.
No, don't do it.
Renee, a little help, please?
Told ya.
The crystal skull. After all that scheming, how do I finally get it? Why, this nice little Yankee gal just hands it to me.
Renee, help me. Hurry, please.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye now.
No, you've got to help me. Renee!
Told ya, told ya.
Renee!
Never trust an old lady. So what's this? I can't see anything. Is this like a memory game? Yes, it is. These are the same. These. No. Come on, lightning. No, these aren't the same. These are though. These are the same. I'm so glad I'm not Nancy. Being trapped in a crypt in the dark by some evil voodoo woman. Did not like her from the start. Never trusted that one. The only thing that made me like her more was that she had all those chocolate bars that I could take as much as I wanted. That's the only thing. I'm there. Oh, thank God. Coming for you, Renee. Where are you? Oh, I need to follow the footsteps. She's going to the crocodile, I know it. Boat engine. Where was it? Oh, I don't know. Is this the way? Yes, this is the way. Here we are.
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. To say nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury me alive.
Indeed.
The skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my share of scheming to get it. I got Dr. Bolay to go to the authenticators, then switched the letter they wrote saying it was real with one I wrote saying it was fake, in hopes that Dr. Bolay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Bolay wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford steal that painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he hoped that way Henry would eventually find it.
Henry's a fool. If he ever got his hands on this, he would just turn around and give it to that trashy girlfriend of his.
Probably, yeah.
Dr. Bolay, he just wanted it
Oh,
because
the
he
crocodile.
was terrified of dying. Gilbert Buford, too. And that Lamont
Have to
fella,
kick the
he
log or
just wants
something,
to sell
right?
it to the highest bidder. But me, my motives are pure. I am going to protect it so it can rendezvous with all those other skulls.
Then what?
I'm going to be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries of the universe are forever solved. Ah!
Oh, there it goes. Oh no. Whoopsie. It's gone.
No, come back!
That's too bad.
Renee burst into tears and sobbed as Bernie swam away with a crystal skull. It made me feel sorry for her for about 2 seconds. After all, while she may not have meant to cause Bruno's death, she certainly meant to cause mine when she left me sealed up in that
Sure
crypt.
did.
It felt good to turn her over to the police. Later that night, Dr. Buford came over and apologized for knocking me out with that smoke bomb and for allowing himself to think, even for a moment, that Bruno's crystal skull was anything more than a pretty piece of quartz. To make up for his shameful behavior, he insisted on taking Bess and me on a grand
nice.
tour of New Orleans. Seeing the city through the eyes of someone who loves it as much as Dr. Buford was truly special. He invited Henry too, but Henry declined. He was still trying to process the fact that his great-uncle wanted him to have the skull. Henry always thought that to Bruno he was nothing more than an annoying family obligation, someone Bruno couldn't care less about. Yet Bruno's request of Dr. Buford, made with his dying breath, proved that he did care about Henry. Apparently, and unfortunately for Henry, Bruno was the type of man who just couldn't bring himself to say such things out loud. As for Lamont, when he heard what happened, he closed his shop, bought enough marshmallows to fill a swamp
right
boat,
there.
and has been scouring the bayous ever since, kicking every log he comes to in hopes of finding Bernie and the crystal skull inside him. But Bernie has yet to turn up. Maybe the skull didn't agree with him. Maybe swallowing it caused him to stop associating the sound of a kicked log with yummy sweet things.
Oh, he's
In
gonna
any
live forever.
case, the Whisperer has disappeared, lost to the world once again, which is totally fine by me.
What a happy music. I did it! What's the name of it? Oh, Summer. I know that one. Discovering the truth behind Bruno's purloined letter. Was I not supposed to do that? Sweet tooth, Cocoa Kringle bars. Cajun, cooking connoisseur for trying that spicy gumbo. No, I did not do that, no. Never meeting a gumbo you didn't like. Showing us pesky. Who's boss? Oh, yeah, I had to go back a bunch of times. I remember that. Chit Chat Champ for never missing an opportunity to chat someone up. No, did not. Trivia, got it right. 3 Easter eggs. Didn't find that anywhere. Powder puff for nosing around in all those powders it seeks. Oh, thought I had to do that. Solving the square marble puzzle in record time. Spending way too much time with the creepy dummy. No, definitely not. I will never do that. So that's the end of this Let's Play of Legend of the Crystal Skull. I had a lot of fun playing this one. Only some puzzles were a little bit annoying, especially the one with the graveyard. I had to go back every time, and I also was a little tired doing that, so that's probably why. I suspected that Renee from the start, so I probably was dead on that she was the culprit, because I remember coming in and she immediately wanted to give me some weird drink, and that was just really suspicious. Also, we never found out what was in that pouch around the neck, did we? Or did I forget it? Maybe it was just not that important. I just thought that maybe there was some kind of poison or something inside it, but maybe not. Anyway, this is the end, so thank you for watching, and now let's take a look at the credits.
Talk about a detective's dream come true. The Italian police called me personally and requested that I travel to Italy and help them stake out a suspected thief in Venice. Unfortunately, what started out as a simple assignment in a city filled with canals, gondolas, and romance quickly morphed into a full-fledged undercover operation, and I soon found myself trapped in a maze of lies, disguises, and danger. Help me find my way out by joining me in my next adventure, Phantom of Venice.